Yo guys, we are right here at the milk producer, getting some fresh milk straight from the cow. I often do this. I just go right here to a farm quite close to where I live, and there you can order raw milk, which is not available of course in the supermarket, but it's also not going to be the topic of today. But I thought it would be a nice little intro right here for you guys. And what I want to talk about in today's video, yeah, look at this, wow, beautiful, is actually about two things. First thing I want to talk about is if Bitcoin could reach still $12,000 because a lot of people are talking about that. But I also want to talk about artificial intelligence and basically smart trading and what we are planning for Whaleportal very soon. So guys, let's jump straight into that. Let me first start with talking about artificial intelligence. We can already see right now that this is quite a hot topic, not only in crypto, but also with a computing system or a application called Chatgtp. And most likely you have heard about this application. You can ask it any question and it will give you a certain answer. And there was even one guy asking the question on what the Bitcoin price will be in 2030, and the application actually couldn't give an answer because it basically said like, the price is too volatile, I don't know what's going to happen in 2030, I cannot predict the price. And that brings me to my next point, and that is that if we look at professional trading companies, like big trading companies, most profitable trades are still being done by human beings. It's not being done by artificial intelligence, what most people think. Most people think there is some magical algorithm that is beating the markets, and well, that's not the case. You have some strategies, one of them is called arbitrage trading or market maker strategies. These are all trades that are executed by a trading bot, but it's not really machine learning, artificial intelligence. It's not like a computer programmed to think or to process certain information like a human mind and then try to get the best possible strategy, best possible answer. So what I'm trying to say with this is that artificial intelligence is most likely going to be the hype in the next bull market. However, it is also quite overrated in terms of cryptocurrency trading, and I think that most traders, best case, especially because if you want to work on trading algorithms, it will cost you a lot of money. The best way to execute trades is by developing yourself. Next question is, is it possible for Bitcoin to reach $12,000? Well, it's definitely possible, and we are seeing a lot of people on Twitter screaming $12,000. We got a lot of Twitter accounts. I shared one account the other day, but is it likely? That is the second question, and that is, I don't think so. I don't think it's likely for Bitcoin to reach $12,000, and that's also a little bit the fault that a lot of traders make, because you always have like these types of traders. You have like a contrarian trader, or you have like a continuational trader. Continuational trader is always following the trend, which is very safe because a trend always most likely is bound to continue its trend, right? If something is in a downtrend, it most likely will continue to go down, and you should also have that mindset. Follow the trend. The trend is your friend, very important. But if you follow the trend too extremely and you cannot insert a mix of different signals into your valuation of when a certain trend change or trend shift might come, you are going to make for sure one huge mistake, and that is at the bottom. You are going to believe that a asset will continue to go down, or at a top you will believe that a asset continue to go up. And that is a huge mistake a lot of people make, that they just try to follow the trend and then at one moment they just ignore other signals which might signal a reversal, right? So it's very important that every single one of these traders, including you, has a certain invalidation point, and that is like, okay, I'm going to be, you can say a statement like this: I'm going to be bearish because the trend is to the downside. We have a downwards trend, but when this or this or this is happening, I'm going to flip my sentiment. I have a very clear invalidation right now. I've seen this already multiple times, and I know that nobody is using this, and that is the funding rates using for reversals. And actually not, yeah, it's for reversals, but it's definitely more to fuel market conditions, right? Like I've said in my previous videos as well, when the price of Bitcoin is going up with positive funding, and it hasn't been doing so for the past year, that for me is a clear sign that market conditions are changing, and that we are going to enter a more bullish market, similar as when the price is going to go down with negative funding. Right now, when we are seeing a bullish trend in Bitcoin, if at some moment, maybe we top out in 2023, maybe even earlier, or maybe in 2024, if I'm going to see a moment again where the price over a period of time, let's say a period of 2 weeks, is continuing to decline with negative fundings, that is for me a reason that I can say, okay, market conditions are changing, bullish market is over, and we are right now entering a more bearish market. So that is very important. Ask yourself always, what if my thesis is wrong? What do I need to see in the charts in order to prove myself wrong, right? Because that's what I miss from all these bears over on Twitter. They can all be right. Maybe in March, when we get the next cycle low, 60-day cycle low, I will share more about this in technical analysis videos later on. But if we do go in March to $12,000 US, it's possible. I'm not saying it is impossible. I just don't think it's likely. I think Bitcoin is quite in a strong uptrend right now, and I continue to I stand by that, because I continue to see signals for that. We are seeing big retracement on the relative strength index and so on. I can name it. I will all do it in the TA videos. But what I never hear from these bears over on Twitter is what needs to happen for you to turn bullish. Oh guys, look at this. It's beautiful, right? It is nice. So that is something that I'm thinking about. Like, what does need? Okay, so you think Bitcoin is going to 12k? Some might even say 9k, which is all possible. It could go to 0. The possibilities are endless, right? But what do you need to see in order for you to turn bullish? And if you don't have an answer to that question, then I can't take your analysis or prediction serious, because that just mean that you're gambling on one side of the story, right? Because you have to have an invalidation, otherwise Bitcoin will go to $100,000 US, and you're still screaming, yeah, no, we're going to 12k, right? So yeah, that's just very important. If you follow certain influencers, some I name here on the channel as well, like the ones I like, Bob Lucas, I like a lot. I like Alessio Rastani, I like a lot. That's not a secret. I do think they are quite sophisticated. They always have an invalidation, which is very important, but a lot of people don't have an invalidation, which in my opinion basically just means that they are gambling. Then guys, quick update on Whaleportal. Right now we are still working to get a new charting system where we can have the price of Bitcoin together with the indicators. So we have like the open interest below the Bitcoin price, so it's more easier to analyze, right? Right now you still got to look at the open interest chart, then you go back to the Bitcoin chart, and then you have to check what happened. The Bitcoin price went up and down, and the open interest up and down. What happened, right? So we're right now building to implement those in one chart. But what we're also trying to build, and that will be the next step afterwards, is that we are going to try and implement all the charts in one single chart. Imagine how powerful that is going to be. You can see the Bitcoin price, and you can have all that derivative exchange data in one chart, which means that when you open the chart in one eyesight, you can basically tell what's going on, what are the market conditions, is the rally strong, is the oh wow, we got a cat right there, guys, look. Is the rally strong? Is the rally weak? Are we topping? Do we have a extreme on the premium index, and so on, all in one chart? But this will be the second step. The first step is first to insert that new charting library and work with these indicators and price directly. So that will come very soon, guys. I'm very stoked for that, because that is definitely bringing Whaleportal to the next level. So guys, we are going to do that more often. I will just going to walk in the forest right here. I'm gonna pick questions you guys ask me in the comment section, the interesting ones, and we're gonna walk around and have a talk about that. Guys, love you very much. Take care with everything. Wish you all a great day, and I'll see every single one of you in the next video.